Hello everyone, Mazadun is here. So today video will be about Warhammer Online and more specifically about gearing. So I decided to make this video because many players don't actually know how to get items. I often see questions from new players how I can get items, how can I acquire gear, and what I should be looking for. So first of all, let's clear it out. How you can get items. So there is a three ways. It's PvE. In this I include farming creatures and completing quests in war camps, where you can get influence. Then buy items from these camps. Next one it's a PvP farm and items for influence and items bound to your renown rating. And last one, it's a PvP items which you can acquire for medals. So let's discuss the first one. It's PvE. So first of all, you can acquire gear from killing creatures, and I would say that the most efficient way to get items is to kill humanoid creatures because they tends to drop more gear and it's because their drop table is much higher than, for example, animals. And you can see this difference if you're farming different spots, for example, with animals and with humanoids. As for me, I farmed a lot of items which I sold on the auction house, which I farmed in inevitable city on these humanoid creatures. I will show you. This spot were creatures and this one. So there is a good ways to acquire gear and sell them on auction house or just to get them for your toons. Also items which you can get from influence, which you acquire with different camps. For example, if we open War Story, there is our our sites, House, Dark Elf, and Greenskin. So if you are participating in quests or open quests in locations, for example, in Greenskins, and if you're participating in this open quest or public quest or others and making completing some quests for this outpost, you will be able to at some point get items. There is a three stages at which you can get items from this camp. For example, as you can see, if I will complete some quests or public quests for this camp, which located near this area, I can at first level acquire some potions. At second one, it's to get this one of these items, and the third one it would get one of these items. So this is one of the ways, but as I can see, many players prefer to level up and get items for PvP, which I will discuss now. Uh, so PvP farming bound to area lakes and completing scenarios. So first of all, what you can get from completing scenarios, it's medals, but I will discuss it later. With what you can get from PvP, it's renown, and when you're leveling up your renown rating, you can get a better gear, for example. So for inevitable city, these vendors located in here, as you can see, this area, it's undercroft, and there is this vendor. So this is basic one, which you can get at level 10, and if you can see, in requirement, it requires you to be a level 4 in renown. So for example, if you're just level 7 and didn't have any renown rating, you won't be able to get this item. You won't be able to wear this item, if to be more specific. And this shows that this game is more about PvP. So if you're participating more in PvP, you can get free access to this type of items. At first, this vendor, then another, this as you can see, and there is jewelries, cloaks, helmets, and etc. So all kind of stuff. You will be able to get this if you are leveling in PvP and getting your renown rating high. So and one of the most important parts of this game it's Irvir, and in Irvir also you can get items same with same mechanic as it was in PvE. You leveling your influence with different warcams. I will show you now. So let's say, for example, we want to level up our influence with the Ostland, with house. There it is. There is a Raven's Edge camp, and if we are participating in this area, so for example, if we are taking this war camp, I mean objectives, keeps. If we are killing enemy players in this area, we will get influence. After that, we will be able to get items at some point. I will show you now. House tier 2. As you can see, there is open area tier 2, Ausland and Roll country. So we are clicking it, and now we can see that there is three types of rewards, and at each point we can pick only one. So and they are divided to different levels, so it's pretty simple. And this is also important because, as you can see, quality of these items is pretty high. These items are epic, so you can of course get a blue one, but who wants these blue ones if you can get epic items? And they're usually much better than items, usual items which you can get on this level. This is also important, and you can get these epic items for in each war camp. So it's for house, for dark elves, as also same thing, and same things with greenskins. So when you're considering getting gear, good quality gear, you should be considering these types of acquiring gear. And the last one, also very important, and these types of items usually tends to worry you at later stages of the game. It's PvP items which you can get from buying them from vendors for medals. For example, if you noticed, sometimes you on scenarios or open RVR, you see when you're killing enemies, you can see there is medals drops. You can use these medals to buy items from vendors, and these types of items usually pretty good at your level. So at this point in the game, at level 32, I can buy items pretty nice, which are pretty nice, and most people consider these types of items, these set items, are the best. So if you're running in situation when you're deciding to get, for example, epic items or blue items at level 32, you can look at items which you can get for medals, and just forget about blue ones and epic ones. These set items are much better. So what you need to do? You can of course there's two types of medals. Each it's soldier emblems and medallions. So emblems you get from completing scenarios, and if I'm not mistaken, for winning scenario you get six emblems, and if you're losing scenario, you get emblems equal to amounts of points which you get. So let's say, for example, you're losing scenario, order wins scenario with 500 points, and you losing it with 200 points. So order will get six medals, because 5000 plus 1 for winning, and or destruction will get only 2 medals. So that is that, and I will show you a bit later with what you can get for these medals. And the second type of medals, it's medallions. Medallions you get from killing enemy players in RVR locations, and you can complete quests as well. I will show you. So you can acquire this type of medals when you're killing enemy players. Then you can get to the vendor and buy wherever item you want. So for example, there is boots, gloves, shoulder, and etc. So, and same thing for all levels. So you same thing with recruits emblems, scout emblems. So lower levels able also to buy items. So
A fine
let me
deal
show
paid
you.
for in blood.
Where is
Plunder
this vendor?
bought and sold.
Probably this one. So there it is. There is the obliterator tough chest. This is item which you can buy on level 17, so it's tier 2, if you get enough scouts medallions. So these types of sets, it's PvP sets which you can get on tiers if you get enough medallions. Also, it's important to notice that you can transfer medallions to better grade. So, for example, I have 7 scout medallions, and I can't uh, actually use it in any way. So I
And
can
one coin
transform it
change
in
your
a
goods for
soldier
gold.
medallion. So as you can see, there is a requirements for 5 scout medallions. I can transfer 5 medallions in one soldier medallion. So as you can see, I get uh, additional solder medallion. This is nice, and I will explain a bit later why. Let me show you now items which you can get for emblems. So now I will show you items which we can get for emblems, and these vendors are located in the Apex, as you can see. And there is a 3 types of vendors. So for example, there is a recruit, scouts, and soldiers. So recruits,
Best
it's
spot.
basic vendor, I believe it for level 10. And as I said, you get these types of emblems from scenarios. So if you're played enough scenarios on tier 1, you can teleport to the capital and get these items. Same thing with the scout.
Plunder bought
If
and
you played
sold.
enough scenarios on tier 2, you can get these items. And as you can see, they're pretty nice. Uh, they have wounds, strengths, and critical chance. That means that these items is is focused for more PvP, because they are stayed up stats which you need in a fight. The same thing
Use it for any
with the tier
moment.
3.
Change your
You
goods for
can get
gold.
items in here as well. And so, guys, about the quests for which you can get medals. there is two types of quests. One of which located in Troll Country, Ostland, in Chaos War Camp. This is this.
Sneak up.
There is this quest giver, Herald of Corn, and quest named, I believe, This is War. So you have to kill 50 of each race of the enemy faction, and reward you will get experience and silver, and as well scout medallions. So in this case, for high level characters, you can convert these scout medals in one medal of soldier. And so second quest gear located in Talabakland. It's also Chaos War Camp. I believe same thing for Order. Um, they're located in their War Camp. It's in High Pass. I don't know for sure. So again, you pick this quest. Quest named, I believe, this is Gifts of War. So same thing, you have to kill 50 of each race, and in reward you will get 5 soldier medals, uh, gold and experience as well. So this is nice. This is good quests, and these quest givers, two quest givers located only in Chaos and tier 2 and tier 3. So you should be looking in other tiers, for example tier 1 and other races. And that's it, guys, all about gearing in Warhammer Online. I hope it will be useful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I will gladly answer. And probably next video will be about Action House. This is also part of the gearing, and you will learn how to price items which you get and manage your Action House. Bye bye, guys, and have a nice day.